Hello children. Now we are going on to the next video of the same chapter, quadrilaterals. I made this video separately because midpoint theorem is a very important theorem. I didn't want to mix this with theorem with another video, so that I wanted you to learn this midpoint theorem properly, and you have to repeatedly keep watching this video number 3 again and again so that you'll understand this video and this theorem much better. So let us go on with the midpoint theorem. What's the midpoint theorem state? It states that a line joining the midpoint of any two sides of a triangle, this line EF is half of the third side and is also parallel to the third side. So E is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of AC. So EF is parallel to BC and EF is equal to half BC, we have to prove. So the statement says a line joining the midpoint of any two sides of a triangle is half the third side and is also parallel to the third side. So now given the triangle ABC, E is the midpoint, E and F are the midpoints of AB and AC respectively. What should you prove? Required to prove that EF is parallel to BC and EF is equal to half BC, we have to prove. So construction, what I have done is you have to draw CD parallel to BA. You have to draw CD parallel to BA. When you are drawing parallel, you have to extend this or produce EF to meet this line at D. So I've done that. Now solution. In the two triangles AEF and FCD or CFD, we know that AF is equal to FC because this is the midpoint. Angle A is equal to angle C, that is EAF is equal to angle FCD, and this angle and this angle are vertically opposite angles. AFE is equal to angle DFC or CFD. This is vertically opposite angles. So two angles and one side. This is called as the ASA postulate. So I'm going to write over here postulate ASA, means angle, side and angle. So because these two triangles are congruent by CPCT, that means to say that this is equal to this. That means CD is equal to EA and EF is equal to FD by CPCT. But what is AE? AE is equal to EB, alwa? Because E is the midpoint. So CD is equal to AE andre, CD is also equal to BE. So but AE is equal to EB, therefore CD is equal to EB. CD is equal to EB. CD is equal to EB and CD is parallel to EB. So if I recall what is the parallelogram, one side parallel and one side equal. Therefore BCDE is a parallelogram. Okay, BCDE is a parallelogram. Because it's a parallelogram, this is parallel to this. Andre ED is parallel to BC. Implies EF is parallel to BC. Implies andre artha. Hangandre ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂದೇ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಿ ಇ ಎಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇ ಎಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇ ಡಿ, ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ED is equal to BC, opposite sides of a parallelogram. But ED is what? ED is EF plus FD. EF plus FD is equal to BC. But EF is equal to this one, isn't it? EF plus EF, because FD is also equal to EF. Because we are just now we have put FD is equal to EF. So FD badli EF barita idini. So 2EF is equal to half BC. For 2 equal to EF, EF is equal to half of BC. So this is called the midpoint theorem. So we proved that EF is parallel to BC and EF is equal to half BC. So I wish all of you could go to the theorem once more and practice it properly. At least write 2 to 3 times. So let us now go to the next theorem. The next theorem is converse of midpoint theorem. Converse of midpoint theorem. It says that in a triangle, if you have one midpoint, how many? Only one. 2 midpoints means midpoint theorem, 1 midpoint means converse baratte. So in midpoint, this is midpoint theorem which is converse. In converse, we are having one midpoint, and from a line which is drawn through that midpoint, if this line is parallel to the second side, this line will bisect the third side. That means that this is one midpoint and one parallel line. Andre ee line ಈ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ. ಎ ಎಫ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಫ್ ಸಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಎ ಎಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಫ್ ಸಿ. So I've done the constructions, draw CD parallel to BA and extend BB and join EF and produce it to meet it at D. Okay. Now coming to the sum, work a solution. So we start with the proof. In proof only, be careful. I'm telling now, this is parallel to this. Andre CD is parallel to BE by construction. And just now I know that this BC is also parallel to EF. Means BC is also parallel to ED. Therefore BC ED becomes a parallelogram because opposite sides are parallel. ಯಾವಾಗ opposite sides parallel ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು parallelogram ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So BC ED is a parallelogram. Now in this parallelogram we also know that opposite sides are equal. Therefore CD is equal to BE. CD is equal to BE. But BE is also equal to AE because E is the midpoint, right? But BE is equal to AE. Why? Because E is the midpoint. Therefore, CD is equal to AE. Now what I'll do that you know this is equal to this line. Therefore, I'm going to take the triangles. I'm going to take AEF and CDF. I'll take these two triangles and prove congruency. So what all I know? I know that this angle EAF is equal to angle FCD, alternate angles. This and this alternate. And this also is equal to this angle, correct? That means angle AEF is equal to angle FDC, alternate angles. Okay? And we know that AE is equal to CD. Just now I proved. AE is equal to CD, proved from above. So therefore, this triangle is congruent to triangle FDC. Because the two triangles are congruent, these two triangles are congruent. Therefore, AF is equal to FC. Thus, we have proved that this is a bisected. That means AF is equal to FC. So that means this line is bisecting the third side. Any doubts? So please go to the theorem once more carefully, properly. Now, coming to the example sums, there are two example sums in the textbook, and I have done the example sums also. Okay? So I'm having here 3 lines. L, M, N are the 3 lines, and all the 3 lines are parallel to one another. I'm having one transversal P and another transversal Q. Now when this transversal cuts the pair of parallel lines, this distance is called an intercept. So AB is one intercept and BC is another intercept. And they have given that intercept AB is equal to intercept BC is given. If this intercept is equal, then all other intercepts in other transversal also equal. Therefore, in this transversal, this should also be equal. So this is what I have to prove. Other transversal alli kuda intercepts equal irutte. One transversal intercept equal idre, in one transversal alli kuda intercepts equal irutte anta na prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So AB is equal to BC is given. I have to prove that DE is equal to EF. So what I am going to do is I am going to join AF to meet the line M, parallel line M at a point G. So I've written the point G. Now I'm going to take the triangle ACF. In the triangle ACF, this is what? AB is equal to BC. So B is the midpoint. So line drawn from the midpoint. So I'm going to write. So B is the midpoint of AC and BG is parallel to CF. Therefore, BG bisects AF. Why? Because it is a converse. One midpoint, parallel line, and this will bisect the third side. AG is equal to GF. Okay, so I've written here. G is the midpoint of AF. So G I got midpoint of AF by converse of midpoint theorem. I written here converse of midpoint. Now I'll take the next triangle. I'm going to take the next triangle. In the triangle ADF, G is the midpoint. Just now I have proved, isn't it? ಇವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ G is the midpoint ಅಂತ. So GE is parallel to AD. G is parallel to AD ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಈ ಲೈನ್ M is parallel to L ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ is this part is also parallel to this. A line drawn from the midpoint of one side parallel to the second side bisects the third side. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ DE is equal to EF. That means DE is equal to EF. So what did I get? A line drawn from the midpoint of one side parallel to the second side bisects the third side. DE is equal to EF. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿ DE is equal to EF ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಾಯಿತು. So you can go to the theorem once more. I have drawn the figure here and I have taken it here. GE bisects AE, therefore E is the midpoint, D is equal to EF. Now let us come to the next sum. This is example sum only which I have done from the this thing. ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಇನ್ ದ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್, ಅದರದ್ದು ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ನಾನು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾವು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಇದೊಂದು ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಡಿ ಇ ಎಫ್. ಈ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಡಿ ಎಫ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಇದು ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ಗೂ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಂಟು, ಈ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ಗೂ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಂಟು, ಈ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ಗೂ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿ ಎಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ದ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ಸ್ in this triangle. So it means this triangle has got how many congruent triangles? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this triangle, just by joining the midpoints, I got 4 congruent triangles. So I'm going to take the first one. Then by the midpoint theorem, a line joining the midpoint of any two sides is parallel to the third side. So DF is parallel to BC. DF is parallel to BC means DF is parallel to BE also. Similarly, EF is parallel to BD. Therefore, this becomes a parallelogram. Similarly, this becomes a parallelogram. Similarly, this becomes a parallelogram. So, all 3 parallelograms. If I take one diagonal in this parallelogram, DE is a diagonal. So, when I take a diagonal DE, if we recall, what did we learn? ನಾವೇನು ಕಲ್ತಿರೋದು? ಡಯಾಗ್ನಲ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇಂಟು 2 ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಮುಂಚೆ ಒಂದು ಥಿಯರಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನಂಬರ್ 2ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. Diagonal divides a parallelogram into 2 equal congruent triangles. So this is diagonal. So this triangle is congruent to this. Similarly, ಈ parallelogram ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು diagonal. So this is congruent to this. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ parallelogram ಅಲ್ಲಿ this is congruent to this. So ಎಲ್ಲ triangles ಕೂಡ congruent ಇದೆ. 1, 2, 3, 4 all the 4 triangles congruent ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So an ABC is divided into 4 congruent triangles. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯಿತಾ? ಈ ಸಮ್ನ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ರಫ್ ನೋಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಪೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸಲ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ವೀಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ 7.2 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ 7.2ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಮ್ಮು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಡನ್ ಸಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3 and sum number 6 and 7 I think. So let me sum number 3 will do. ABCD is a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle and PQRS are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. This quadrilateral which I have got, by joining the midpoints, this I have to prove it is a rhombus. So this is a rhombus. So what should I prove? ABCD is a rhombus. So first I am going to take the triangle ABC. This triangle I'll take. In this triangle, line joining the midpoint of any two sides, PQ is parallel to the third side, that is AC, and PQ is half of AC. PQ is half of AC, and because PQ is half of AC, and similarly Q and R are the midpoints of this one. Q and R are the midpoints of BC and CD respectively. Therefore, QR is equal to half of BD. Okay, but ಇದು ರೆಕ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಈ ರೆಕ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂದರೆ ಡಯಾಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್, ಆಯಿತಾ? ಸೊ ನನಗೇನು ಬಂತು? ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹಾಫ್ ಎ ಸಿ ಬಂತು, ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹಾಫ್ ಬಿ ಡಿ ಬಂತು. ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹಾಫ್ ಎ ಸಿ ಬಂತು, ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಹಾಫ್ ಬಿ ಡಿ ಬಂತು. ಬಟ್ ಎ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಫಾರ್ ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇದು ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್, ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಎಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್ ಎಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರಾಂಬಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ರಾಂಬಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ parallelogram in which all the sides are equal. So we have got all the sides are equal. So this is the sum number 3. Let us come to sum number 5 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. sum number 5 ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So in a parallelogram ABCD, E is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of CD. So you have to prove that the line joining this and this, join ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು this parallelogram here is making the diagonal into 3 parts, 1, 2 and 3. That means DP, PQ and QB. So we have to prove that they are all equal. So we have to prove that BD is trisected. Bisect under 2, trisected under 3. 3 equal parts anta. So DP is equal to PQ is equal to QB na prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಯಿತಾ? So first I'll start with E is the midpoint of AB, F is the midpoint of CD, but AB is equal to CD, therefore half AB is also equal to half CD, therefore AE is equal to FC. AE is equal to FC. Now AB is parallel to CD, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇದು parallelogram. So AB is parallel to CD, ಅಂದರೆ AE is also parallel to FC ಅಂತ ತಾನೇ ಅರ್ಥ. So therefore AE CF is a parallelogram. ಇದನ್ನು parallelogram ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಾಯಿತು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರೂವಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್, ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಈ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಎ ಬಿ ಪಿ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಪಿ, ಇ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಒನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಪಿ, ದರ್ಫೋರ್ ಇ ಕ್ಯೂ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಪಿ ಬಿ. ಇ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಿ ಬಿ. ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿ ಬಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯೂ ಬಿ. PQ is equal to QB ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಆಯಿತಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಬಿಗರ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್, ಅನದರ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಡಿ ಸಿ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಈ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಬರೋಣ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಫ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಒನ್ ಸೈಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ. ಸೊ ಎಫ್ ಪಿ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಕ್ಯೂ. ದರ್ಫೋರ್ ಲೈನ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಒನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೈಡ್. ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಡಿ ಪಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಫಾರ್ ಪಿ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. P is the midpoint of DQ. ಅಂದರೆ DP is equal to PQ ಮತ್ತು ಇದು BQ is also equal to PQ. ಅಂದರೆ all are equal ಅಂತ. So AP is equal to PQ and here also PQ is also equal to BQ. Therefore all are equal. AP is equal to PQ is equal to BQ. That means BD got trisected ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Okay. Next we will go to ಇವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 6 and 7 ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಿಲ್ಯಾಟ್ರಲ್. ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಿಲ್ಯಾಟ್ರಲ್. ಇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಿಲ್ಯಾಟ್ರಲ್. ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈನ್ ಜಾಯಿನಿಂಗ್ ದ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಇ ಜಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇ ಜಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಎಫ್ ಎಫ್ ಎಚ್ ಎಫ್. E line and E line, that means EG and HF must bisect each other. ಅಂತ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್. ಇ ಜಿ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ ಎಫ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಸೊ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೂವ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ. E is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of BC. Therefore, EF is equal to half of AC. EF is half of AC and EF is parallel to AC. EF is parallel to AC. Next, we'll go to the next triangle. In the triangle ADC. In the triangle ADC, H is the midpoint of AD, G is the midpoint of DC. Therefore, HG is half of AC and HG is parallel to AC. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್, therefore ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. therefore EF is equal to GH. therefore EF is equal to GH and EF is parallel to GH. therefore EF is parallel to GH. therefore EFGH is a parallelogram ಅಂತ I have proved. So once it's a parallelogram, what did we, now again I am going to recall. ನಾವು ರೀಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇನ್ ಅ parallelogram the diagonals bisect each other ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇ ಜಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಫ್ ಹೆಚ್ ಆರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಇ ಎಫ್ ಜಿ ಎಚ್ ಗೆ ಇದು diagonals. That means GE and FH are bisecting each other because they are diagonals. So EFG is a parallelogram, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, and diagonals of a parallelogram bisect means EG bisects HF because these are the diagonals of this parallelogram. So this is the sum number 6. Now the last sum is sum number 7. Sum number 7. So I am going to do all important sums I told you, so it's an important sum. Now ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಇದನ್ನು ACD ಬಂದು ಒಂದು ರೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್, ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು 90 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್. ರೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಡ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸಿ ಅಂತೆ, ರೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಡ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಎಮ್ ಬಂದು ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತೆ, ಎ ಬಿದು ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೊ ಎಮ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So what you have to prove that D is also midpoint of AC ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So we have to prove D is the midpoint of AC, and we have to prove MD is perpendicular to AC, and we have to prove CM is equal to AM and this AM is half of AB we have to prove. Okay, so we'll do the construction. What did I construction? You have to join MD and you have to join MC. So we'll take the triangle ABC. In the triangle ABC, M is the midpoint of AB. A line drawn from the midpoint of one side. This is parallel ante because from the line parallel. So MD is parallel to BC. It is given here. And parallel to BC. So I know that MD is parallel to BC. Because MD is parallel to BC and M is the midpoint. Therefore MD bisects AC. Therefore AD is equal to DC. Converse of midpoint theorem. Ivaga this is now parallel to this. Because it is parallel, this angle and this angle are corresponding angles. This is also 90 degrees. Because this and this is corresponding, therefore this is 90 degrees. So MD is perpendicular to AC. MD is perpendicular to AC. Now we'll take the triangle ADM and DCM. We'll take the two triangles. In the two triangles, I know that this is common to both. This is also 90, this is also 90, and D is the midpoint. AD is equal to DC. Therefore, triangle ADM is congruent to triangle DCM. Therefore, by CPCT, CM is equal to AM. But AM is what? AM is half AB alva. So I am written here. CM is equal to AM, but M is the midpoint of AB. Andre AM is half of AB anta. So CM is equal to AM and AM is half AB. Therefore CM is equal to AM is equal to half AB anta bardidini. So this is the end of it. Okay. So hope you have understood all the sums. If you have any doubts, you can actually let me know so that I can actually make you understand much better. But better is you redo, understand properly, keep watching the video 2 to 3 times. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನೋಟ್ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಎರಡನೇ ಸಲ ನೋಡ್ದಿರ ಮಾಡಿ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ರಿವೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಆಯಿತಾ? ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ನನಗೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಯು ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನಂಬರ್, I think it is 8. Thank you. Bye.